All right, so you should be able to hear me now. Sorry about that. So again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So again, what happens on Dear Father Al didn't have the volume, working. So now it's on. You should be able to hear me. Again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can contact me 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. You can also send an email to me. The email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. And in the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less. And what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. And that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Again, 623-764-8893. So again, people send to me their daily problems about life, love, relationships, whatever their issues may be. They send them to me, and then what I'll do is I'll jot them all down and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. So on the show, I'll read the information to you, and if by chance, if you're experiencing something similar to what I'm talking about, interject your comments in the chat line and go ahead and add them to the chat line. And then what I will do is I will read that off as well. Apologize, didn't see the audio button on there and didn't click the audio. Good thing I caught it, because we would have processed a large amount of content through the show and the audio would have been off. That would not have been good. All right, so let's go ahead and, hey Paula, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the one I received last week. All right, so it says, Dear Father Al, my boyfriend thinks that all kissing, cuddling, and fondling in bed must culminate in intercourse. He says it's bad for his body to get aroused without achieving release. I say BS. Okay? I think cuddling and touching can be fun and satisfying in themselves. It's not necessary for a man to have intercourse every time he gets an erection from seeing a good-looking woman or from thinking about last night's bedroom activities. So, what do you think about my boyfriend's attitude that sex means copulation only? Signed, Sexy. All right, Sexy, I will reply back to you in a sec. So, if by chance, if you're experiencing something similar to this, your loved one is all handsy and every time he or she kisses you, hey, they're thinking, let's hop in the sack and have sex or wherever you want to do it. So interject your comments, add your comments in the chat line, and let us know your thoughts about that. Do you believe that, hey, whenever someone starts kissing you and fondling you, that by default means that you have to have sex? Hey, again, interject your comments in the chat line, add them in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. So far live, I've got Paula. Love you, Paula. Love you, Paula. Smooches, smooches, smooches. So let me go ahead and roll forward and read the response I have for Sexy. All right, Sexy, this is what I have for you. Dear Sexy, in my opinion, that every form of kissing, cuddling, and fondling doesn't call for intercourse. I know. From the sound of your letter, your boyfriend's attitude is a bit one-sided. In my opinion, it is a sign of insensitivity when one person assumes that their partner will be ready for sex at the same moment he or she is. Imagine that. Just flip a switch. All right. An unrelieved erection can cause a temporary physical condition known to many as blue balls. Hey, that's what it is, what it is. The blood congestion in the genitals causes discomfort. It's rarely fatal, unless, he blows up or something. So it's rarely fatal. Females who have been aroused but not satisfied can likely suffer a similar condition. So if there's any females out there who are watching and want to attest to the male version of blue balls, please add your comment in the chat line and I will read those off as well. If not, sexy, I'm hopeful that this will help you out. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. In the description, you're going to see a few links. First link in the description you're going to see is the Friend of the Father Partner link. And when you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to a PayPal page. On the PayPal page, you're going to see a few drop-down options. The first drop-down option is going to be the Friend of the Father Partner program. That is a program that I created to help keep the program alive. And if you donate to the Friend of the Father Partner program, what I'll do is I'll take your funds and then I will purchase the upgraded streaming software that we're currently using. We're using a software called vMix. vMix is not paying me to say this, but I will purchase the upgraded version of vMix, which will allow us to be able to have some more interactivity in the stream of the actual show. So that is what I will use your funds for. The other set of drop downs you'll see in there is the Living Legacy program. The Living Legacy program, that is a program to where we take donated mobile devices, laptop, notebooks, Samsung Galaxy Notes. We take those and we refurbish them and then bring them back to factory reset, and we donate them to senior citizens 65 and older with no income requirements. So if you're a senior, 65 and older, or if you know a senior that is 65 and older that needs a mobile device, hey, we got some stuff in the back, and I'm hopeful we can help you out. The reason why we chose the Samsung Galaxy Notes is the Samsung Galaxy Notes come with a built-in stylus. And oftentimes, the seniors may have frail hands, and they need something to help them navigate on the phone so they can pull out the stylus and navigate on the phone that way. Keep in mind, if you decide to donate one of the real legacy Samsung Galaxy Notes, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those cannot be used as a phone as well as a tablet because of the older technology. They can only be used as a Wi-Fi connected tablet. They can go to the grocery store, they can go to the library and connect that way, but they can't be used as a phone. If you donate one of the more current ones, the 9 and forward, those can be used as a phone as well as a mobile device. Okay? Also, you will notice a reference to open and private. Open, that is where we'll tell any and everybody who donated, how much they donated. Private, that is where we'll keep who donated confidential. So if you want to send some donations to us, then, hey, you can either do open or private. If you want to donate funds to the Living Legacy program, we'll take your funds and we'll buy the seniors cases, external mouse pads, external mics, other stuff that they may need for their computer equipment. So that is what you'll see in the difference between the two. The other link you're going to see in the description is the Father Al wish list. And the Father Al wish list, what that will do is, if you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to an Amazon.com page. And on the Amazon.com page, you'll see all kind of, great accessories, cigar accessories, golf accessories, all kind of great stuff. So, if by chance, if I've helped you out in some small way, and you want to send some love to me, Father Al, for helping you out, go ahead and click the link, find something on the list, have it drop shipped to me. You've also noticed that people have been sending cigars to me. So if by chance, if you want to send a cigar to me, you can't send it directly from Amazon, as I recall, but you can go to your favorite cigar, brick and mortar store, go to your favorite cigar website, and have it shipped to me, drop shipped to me. Keep in mind, if you decide to go that route, please let me know that you're going to be sending some stuff to me. So when the concierge contacts me and says, hey, Father Al, you've got some stuff downstairs in the mailroom as a package, I'll know what it actually is. So that will help me out as well. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al, and that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Phone number 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. Email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one that I've got. And as you've noticed, hey, people have been sending me a lot of content. So we got that first letter a few weeks ago. People have been sending me all kinds of letters regarding sexual content. So, hey, it looks like Father Al, at least for the time being, is going to be your local friendly sexual advice columnist. So, hey, it is what it is, and I will read the information off that you send to me. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one. So the next one says, all right, it says, Dear Father Al, last week you made a comment about guessing someone's penis size. That's what they sent to me. Last week you made a comment about guessing someone's penis size by looking at his hands and fingers. Please explain. Signed, Hot in Houston. All right, Hot in Houston. All right, so what I was talking about is as how true it is and how factual it is. But I was advised that there's some people, male, females, hey, they like to test this on different males. So what it is taking the middle finger, the male middle finger, and then having the male to bend that middle finger down as far as he can without scrunching the thumb, but have the male to bend that middle finger down as far as he can, okay? And from that point to the top of the finger, that is how long supposedly that male's penis is at full erection. So, we've got something, like that. So roughly, that is what we're talking about. So top of the finger here, have the male bend that down here, and again from that point to the top of the finger, that is how long that male's penis is at the full erect state. So that is what I was talking about regarding the hands and the finger. I've heard other comment about, let's say, ask him the shoe size. So if the male wears, let's say, a 13, then they divide that by 2. So, that number by 2, so 6.5, ish is the estimated number of inches of the male's penis at the full erect state. So, to kind of give you an idea, for what you're actually working with, with that male that you may have an interest in having sex with. So that is what that is about. So do with it, no pun intended, as you wish. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today is Saturday, January 14th, episode number 18. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button on YouTube. So far live, I've got Paula. Love you, Paula. Smooches, smooches, smooches. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one that I've got. All right, so the next one I have, it says, Dear Father Al, please settle an argument that is going on between my coworkers and me. I will give it a shot. One of the girls has come up with the theory that she can tell whether or not a man has had sex within the past week. This is done by examining his testicles or tightness with any limpness, or for tightness with any limpness, obviously showing recent sexual activity. The guys contend that is no indicator because other variables such as underwear and weather affect the way they are hanging. Please clarify. Signed, hanging around. All right, hanging around. I will reply back to you in a sec. So if those are out there, want to add your comments about that, you're more familiar with testicles, and you want to talk about testicles and how your interaction is with those, hey, add your comments in the chat line, and I will read that off as well. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. Again, so far live, I've got Paula. Thank you, Paula. Love you. And for those of you who are out there, what is it? Looks like Monday, the 16th of January is the Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So for those of you who are out there that celebrate Martin Luther King Day, I'm hopeful that you will have a safe and happy Martin Luther King Day on Monday, from my understanding. Monday, the 16th of January. All right, so this is what I have for hanging around. All right, dear hanging around. Someone has obviously dropped the ball on this one, please. All right, so the testes rise and fall according to temperature, short-term excitement, fear, and danger. They rise just prior to orgasm. From my understanding, the left testicle incidentally usually hangs lower. The ball is in your court. I hope this helps. So, hanging around, I hope that helps you settle the argument. Again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, our social media handle is Dear Father Al. That applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. You can contact me 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. One more time, 623-764-8893. You can also send an email to me. The email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. Again, contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and then what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. I love each and every one of you. I really appreciate all who have watched, all who have donated, all who have just done anything that allowed me to be able to move forward with the show. Again, you'll notice that, hey, things are going towards the more, I need sexual advice. Hey, you send it to me, I will read it off to you. No harm, no foul. So we might go off, we might finish a little early today, maybe a few minutes early, because I've got one more to read off. It's somewhat extensive, but hey, I will read that off. And again, we may finish up a few minutes early. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column, broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is the last one that I have for today. All right, so this is what I've got. It says, Dear Father Al, I'm hopeful you can help me. I will give it a shot. I've led what I consider a normal, happy sex life for many years now and have engaged in sex with a number of women. I found that regardless of the great diversity in sexual performance, one thing has remained constant. The women with whom I've been involved have always been adequately lubricated. Okay? Unfortunately, my present girlfriend is an exception to the rule. We've been having active sex for about 8 months, and during this time, we've never had intercourse. Okay? Our sexually oriented interludes consist of oral sex. Okay? She says that she is not ready for intercourse, and since I do love her very much, I am content not to force the issue. I do think it's rather strange that in the entire time she has rarely been lubricated enough to allow insertion of one finger. She does not object to me giving her oral, and she moans very loud when I do. However, I am getting desperate. Is the problem psychological or physical? Signed, No Lube. All right, No Lube. I will reply back to you next week. So those of you who are out there, if you have some comments, you want to add your comments now, go ahead and add them in the chat line regarding lubrication, whether it's you or someone that you know regarding lubrication and want to add your comments in the chat line, please go ahead and add your comments in the chat line, and I will read your comments while we are live here on the show. Otherwise, we will go towards next week and we'll read them then. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. That applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button Email address is contactfatheral. Again, contactfatheral at symbol gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. Again, so far live, I've got Paula live on the chat line, so if by chance you want to add some comments regarding what No Lube has mentioned in the letter sent to me, please go ahead and add that to the chat line. Otherwise, we're going to call it a wrap. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So again, we've got Paula. Looks like we're not going to get any comments on the chat line other than Paula's howdy. That's fine, no harm, no foul. So until next week, go in peace.